like her at all.
Because making friends for me, for whatever reason, is like super hard. Like I don't like having friends. I like having
presence mounting up on wings like an eagle. Glory heavy, so I gotta let go of my ego. Got the Holy Spirit and we go wherever. Ego. That is my amigo. Yeah.
Kiss you right in my mouth. Good night, baby.
Good night.
You gonna eat his food?
Yeah.
Good job.
Y'all cleaned up y'all hands.
No, he didn't eat his food. Are you just not watching anything? You usually always watch TV.
Thank you.
2024, babe.
Close that door, please. That door was not open when you left. Good evening, everyone. Go ahead. No, we can still talk. I just wanted to record.
I was gonna say that. I think that.
Do you want to get on the microphone?
You want me to come closer?
You don't have to. You can just stay right there and talk on the microphone.
Can you hear me?
If you get on the microphone.
Get closer, no? It's kind of like weird being not in the camera.
No, it's fine. Do you want the microphone? I'm answering the question.
I want to go get closer.
Come get closer, baby. I said, let me move this stuff off the chair. She
Bro,
just
I thought you said move this up.
sit down.
Chair.
She just throws herself down. Yo.
Yeah, mom texts you.
God bless.
So.
Don't look here.
Okay.
Every 5 seconds. And come over some more.
I'm gonna look this way. Okay. I forgot what we were saying.
Breastfeed on camera.
What we were saying? We were saying how. Well, I was saying that. Oh, I was saying that like naturally I've been getting to. Well, you was just saying how I need to like make more other friends because the friends that I'm making now they about to leave, and then I'm gonna be distraught and all that. So I was saying how like naturally that's kind of been happening for me already, like not on my own, but I feel like God has been allowing it to happen because with Ashley hitting me up and inviting me to her thing with her friend. With the girls Saturday to do like the vision boards. So she invited me and I was excited about that and like,
Yeah.
like stuff like that. Like normally I'm like, or
Right.
normally I won't even get invited. But God has just been making a way. And then like we're not gonna be able to do this Saturday. We're gonna do on Wednesday.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do something else another day. So it's like, it's just been happening.
You guys changed it to Wednesday? Okay.
Yeah, because the friend has
Other plans. Prior engagements.
she has duty on Saturday. She has duty on Saturday.
Okay. Come closer.
So, it's just been happening on its own. So
That's good.
yeah, God is taking care
That's
of it.
good. So, let me just fill the people in on what we just talked about because they don't know.
Okay.
So, in the military, guys, there is a thing called PCS. And what's that? Personnel change of station. Permanent change of station. So basically, you go somewhere else. You get a different assignment, right? And that's typically hard for the service member, whatever branch you're in, because you basically for the past 2.5 years, or 2 years, or year and a half, whatever how long you've been there, or 3 years, you've bonded with the people that you work with or the people in that area. And then you get orders somewhere else. Yep. And in our case, we just came from California. So all our friends that we bonded with, our church home, our neighbors.
My actual family.
Yeah. Had to check the deuces to us for a little bit. And now we're here in Japan. And in Oki, there's this thing called Oki fam, where like you really become family out here. You're family away from family. So, Oki fam is so crazy. Like people are like tight knit.
Yeah.
Like
you kind of have to be because you're like so secluded from your family back in America that this is your family. Right.
And so the biggest thing about Oki fam and understanding that is what we were talking about. So
Knowing that they're gonna go.
Yeah, this year, Angelique has really tapped into her. I'm sorry. Angie has tapped into her friend group, and she has started a what is it, like a prayer Bible study?
Yeah.
A Bible study, a weekly Bible study, and she is like saying yes to more like events when people ask her to go out.
Yeah.
Which is not like her at all.
Because making friends for me, for whatever reason, is like super hard. Like I don't like having friends. I like having my one friend that I have.
Yeah.
Maybe one or two friends that I have, and that's it.
Why do you think that is?
The more I talk to my mom, actually every single day, the more I like realize that I am like her a lot in these ways. Like, and that's like I see myself every time I talk to her, and like seeing like she don't have no friends and she don't trust people and she is very, how she is. I am learning that I get that from her, and it's kind of like cringy because I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be like her.
Right.
And but it's also good because now I'm seeing it for myself. Like, this is you, and I'm like, okay, that's what I don't want to be.
Right.
So I think it's like a blessing and a curse, like talking to my mom all the time. But
yeah, and my mother-in-law, God bless her, so I love her. But she a little crazy, just a little bit. And yeah, I ain't gonna talk bad about my mother-in-law. I love her. But there's a lot of things, and that was an issue early on in our marriage. I was like, oh yeah, there's certain things where if I see you act like my mother-in-law, I'm gonna call you her name and tell you, hey, you need to stop acting like that. So yeah,
which was helpful actually, because
it was.
Whenever you would call me out, I would stop because I did not want to be.
I'd be like, Judith.
Yeah. Which is actually my middle name too.
Right.
It's kind of crazy, yeah.
I was like, Judith, you're acting a little crazy right now.
Yeah.
Or she'll tell me to do something really harsh. I'll be like, okay, Judith.
Yeah.
I'll get it done.
Yeah.
And then that little reminder would be like, all right, let me chill out.
But getting back on track. Are like he was saying, there's like a group of girls here out on the island that they actually his friends. Well, they initially started being his friends because of a typhoon and all this other stuff, but they started being his friends, and of course they're like, I'm friends now with them too because I'm his wife.
That's my best friend.
Right. So
period.
They added me to we have a Black Barbies chat, so they added me. And I'm not really like.
I almost got added too, by the way, which is crazy.
Yeah, and I'm not really like.
'Cause I'm tapped in.
I'm not really, like I'm not interested in making friends, and I just feel like I'm so different from them. Like I have, so many more responsibilities, and I'm just like on another level that I not that I felt like I was better than them, but I felt like how could they want to be my friend when I have so many different, like, like I'm just so different than them. Like, it's not going to work. The friendship is not going to work. And so
let's name some of the differences. So it's not like I'm just different than them, because different could be interpreted wildly.
Okay.
She's older than them.
Yeah.
She has children,
which is the biggest difference that in my mind is that
those are the two
have
big
4
ones.
Kids and they don't have any. So it's like when they want to go out and they want to, go party and all this stuff, I'm like, please, like, go do that because y'all don't got no kids, no responsibilities, no husband, no nothing. Like
their hot girl summer was like
they was
every
hot girl summer and that's
her
great.
Hot girl summer was like 8 summers ago.
Yeah. There's no more. There hasn't been a hot girl summer for me in a long time.
It's real cold.
So it's a real cold summer for me. So that's like the biggest difference for me, that I got 4 kids and they don't. And then what was the other one you said? Oh, that I'm older than them. Yeah. Like I'm pushing 30. Like we're not doing the same things.
Right.
So in my mind, it's like the friendship is never gonna work. But the more that I'm like, like tapping into, like how you were saying, making friends, they're gonna leave soon and. Like why? Like I'm like, why not? Like why can't it work?
Yeah.
And I expressed to them because there was a situation where there was gonna be a sleepover and I was gonna go to the sleepover because that's cool, right? And my husband was gonna watch all the kids and he was gonna support me at the sleepover.
Facts.
So I was gonna go to a sleepover, but the sleepover turned into we're gonna go out to the club and then we're gonna go to this thing, and I'm like, well, I don't do that. Like that's not me, but y'all go do that. And I normally would not express myself in like a, I'm not gonna go. I'm sitting this one out because of this, and that. And I did, because why not? Like, they deserve that much. They invited me, and I'm not going to go. Like, I don't want to be the flake and just say, nah, I don't feel like it. I want to explain why. Yeah. So I took the time out to explain why, and I feel like that was, like, a big thing for me and them to understand, And they all, like, were apologetic and felt like, wow, I didn't even like, peep that. Like, we're not going to do that again. Next time, we're just going to have the sleepover, and that's it.
And it's not even on some like, hey, don't have a hot girl summer because you're hanging out with me anymore. It was more of a because we want Angie there. Yeah. We know she just had a baby, and we know she's a mom, and we know, like, a lot. And what I went to learn to find out, because like she said, they're also my friends. And so I try to go, try to get some tea. Like, hey, how y'all feel about Angie not going? That was crazy, right? And it was like, no, it wasn't that crazy, because we understand she just had a baby. Like, your baby 2 months. Your baby can barely hold his neck up, Actually, she's holding up. Look at her. And she's smiling, looking at daddy. She love me.
Her. She's the happiest baby we got. She do love you.
She love me. So they understood all that, and they explained it to me in such a way that I was like looking at them like, damn, y'all really like her? And I was almost kind of like, dang, I think they might like her. Like, I like her like this much. I think they might like her like right there. You know what I mean? Like, so. That's funny. And a couple of them was like, yo, I'm really trying to. I see what Angie's doing, and I want to do that too. Not in a like I want to be like her. It was just like.
Like, they could learn a lot from me.
Right. So one of my friends was like, hey, I'll be 28 coming up, like, and I have no kids. I have no husband. I've been in the military this long, and I'm ready. Like, I want to have a baby. Like, I told my mom I'm having a baby, like, 25. I'm 28. I'm 3 years behind. So, Angie hanging out with them was like, dang, bro, I see. That's what I want right there. So, with that being said, it was like, I had to encourage my wife to say, because when she flaked, she kind of like, when she said she wasn't going to go, she was like, I think I should be removed from the group chat. Like, the group chat will probably do better without me. And I was like, nah, just hang in there, or let me see. And then I did the whole recon of like, what's the tea? How y'all feeling about her flaking? Because she's thinking she might need to remove herself. And it was like, please don't remove yourself. Like, we need you. Like, don't. So, I told her, I was like, yo, they said don't leave. They understood the vibes, and she loved that. Yeah,
I do. I appreciate them a lot.
Great. So my thing was just letting her know, I know how she is. They gonna leave. Yeah. And we were just talking about how we might have to stay here a little bit longer.
Yeah. It was a good conversation too.
Yeah, the conversation was so good. It was so thought provoking.